No one warned me about what happens after deportation. So there are certain things that I just was not prepared for. Um, the first thing is feeling like a foreigner in your own country. Okay, so I never lived in Mexico. So when I got here, it's like, oh, this is my new home, but it was like I didn't know anything, and a lot of the people here know because my Spanish, I have such a strong accent that I'm not from here. And I think a lot of people don't like that. And so it feels like I'm not wanted in Mexico and I'm definitely not wanted in the United States. So that was really hard. But it's getting better. The next one is cultural disconnect. I mean, I didn't know any of, well, not any. I didn't know a lot of the Mexican traditions, like Dia de los Muertos. There's all kinds of different holidays and different that they have parades for and stuff like that that I did not know about, and I still don't. But it's nice to learn. It's nice to learn and start some traditions of my own. With what Mexico does. So another thing is that people move on. Life keeps going in the United States for my friends, my family. So and that right there was one of the hardest parts for me. I when I was in prison, I had everybody writing me, sending me books, putting money on my books, letters, cards, I mean, all kinds of stuff. And then when I got deported, I kind of kept in touch with some friends. And then now I probably have about a handful of people that actually call me and check on me. My brother being one and his wife, of course, my parents. And then I have some other friends a few friends that also contact me. Sorry, that's Tupac trying to trying to ruin my video. Anyways, so yeah, it that was really hard, because and I get it. I mean, they all have families, jobs, things like that. So I'm not upset about that. It just it just kind of hurts, but I mean, it is what it is, and I don't expect people to, you know, just be my friend because I got deported. And if they want to call me, I'm here, and if not, well, that's okay too. So, but that was really hard to come to terms with, because these were some of my really good friends, and now I don't even talk to them anymore. So, this one too is really hard. The loneliness that no one sees. I mean, I know I've talked about this a little bit, but you just can't even imagine what loneliness comes with deportation. I mean, every single person that I know is in Texas or further. Okay, so that means that any friend, family member, anything like that is thousands of miles away from me. So when I'm here, and I'm thinking, you know, who do I have? It's like I don't, I don't have many people nearby. There's Cube. So, so yeah, and it gets to be really lonely, and it's just weird. I don't think unless you've been through deportation, I don't think you people really understand the loneliness of it. Because like I said, I think it was last week. It's like you don't know how to be alone and you don't know how to be around people. So it's very very you know difficult, and I'm hoping that I will be able to start making friends. I'm just not very good at making new friends. So, but I'm hoping that, that will change. I'm going to do some volunteer work with my mom. My mom is coming um, in March. Stop it. So, so yeah, we're going to do some volunteer work, and I'm hoping that I'll meet some people at I think it's called Salty Dog Rescue. We're going to go walk dogs and whatnot. So, um, now, starting from zero at 46 years old, I think I was 45 or 46, was really scary. I mean, I, before I got here, I did not think that I was going to be able to find a job, honestly. I was scared to death. And then, not only that, I was also scared that of what I was going to get paid, so I wasn't sure if I would be able to support myself, because a lot of people just don't get paid well here. I mean, that's just the truth. But with me being bilingual, I was able to find a great job. I mean, my first job was not good, but my second one is. So, and I get paid, well, I don't get paid more than I would over there in Texas, but the money stretches so much more because bills are a lot less. And I'll do a video about that, my bills and stuff like that. Once I get my first electric bill and water bill, I'll make a video about that. Um, so it is, that was hard, but it turned out okay. You know, I I have no credit, I have no criminal record. So that was a positive on starting from zero. I was still able to buy a house. Um, I was thinking it hasn't even been 2.5 years. Wait, it hasn't even been 3 years since I've been in Mexico, and I've already bought a house. I bought a house about in last August. No, no, July. And right at that point, it was 2 years that I had been here. So um, I'm really proud of myself, and it feels good to to buy a home and to pay for it and to have money, and so I am really happy about that. Um, let's see, the some of the good things that I wasn't expecting was everything is so much slower paced here. um, People are just not in such a hurry to do different things to get stop Tupac to get from here to there. I mean, it sometimes they'll make appointments with you and they don't even show up, which is really annoying. But it just you know it's just so much slower pace where people are not all about work and are more about family and seeing family and being happy and things like that. So I really love that. Now, the community and rediscovering my culture, that one is good too. Like I said earlier, I did not know a lot of the Mexican traditions and things like that that I should have known, So now that I'm learning about them, I feel a lot closer to my Mexican roots, So I think that was really cool. Um, and my personal growth, I mean, this has been, like I said, the hardest time of my life. And I have been through some hard times. I would put this up there with quitting heroin, getting my divorce, being in prison, definitely. I mean, this has been so hard, and I'm still working on myself, but um, I've grown already in the 2.5 years I've been here, and it's just, you know, sometimes it's just waking up in the morning, because there's certain days that it's like, I don't even want to be here. Like, I just want to go to sleep, but I make myself get up because I have two dogs and because I work, So sometimes it's as small as things like, getting up, but I have to do things on my own. I had a leak on one of my air conditioners. I had to call, I had to find somebody to come, I had to find somebody to come and, fix it. So things like that. And I know it might sound silly to some people, but with me being a recovering addict, I never had a lot of responsibility like that, So I would always call mom, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? So being able to take care of my own things feels really good. And one other thing that I thought about this as well. When I think, I don't know if I told y'all, but my MacBook went out last week or the week before. So I had to wait for my company to send me a new one, to buy a new one. So they actually found one at Walmart, and they said, can you go pay for it and we'll reimburse the money? So I was like, yeah, sure, And I got there and it was 15,000 pesos, which is about $750. So I paid for it. They, gave me the money the next day. But I was thinking, never in my life have I had $750 in my account to where I was able to, front something like that. And then, I mean, it just floored me because I've never had that and still have money in my account, So, and that's more of the addiction part than the deported part, but it kind of has to do with both because I'm able to save money. Even though I don't get paid as much here, I'm able to save money, and I can do things like that. I can help a friend that needs something. I can, take my mom out to dinner. I can buy my dogs expensive toys. I can donate. I do whatever I want with my money, and it just feels so good to donate to people and to, buy somebody dinner, things like that. So, yeah, I think it's helped me out like that as well. So, what do you think would shock you the most?